Welcome to yet another video. So I'll be showing you how to execute a margin trade on Binance. So first of all, let's just say you want to execute this signal. Show you this signal here. This signal here, you want to long BTC using 2TX leverage. Now, and long entry, the price is at 495 to 5600, and we set a sell target at different sell targets using Binance margin trade. So see how you're going to do it. Now I changed the interface of this trading. First of all, you go to trade here. Now I change interface. You can change interface to vertical. This is vertical. Then I'm using horizontal, spread everything out. Now everything is spread out. Let's just say, for example, now you want to long from that price. Now as you can see, now this is the current market price of Bitcoin, and right now, based on what you saw in that signal, you can't do more than you can only do 10x on margin. Is with futures you can do more than 10x. With futures you can do more than 10x leverage, but on margin here you can't do more than 10x. And this is under the margin. Now we have cross margin and isolated margin. Cross margin is 3x, isolated margin is 10x. So if you want to do more, you see, you can go to with futures you can do up to 125x leverage with futures. So, but now we're talking about margin trade. So first of all, you said the price, it's you want to long from 49,500, between 49,500 and 5,600. So we're using limits. Of course, there's no difference between limit, market stop limit, and OCO. Limit, you want to choose a price you want to buy or sell at. Market, you're buying at correct market price, and then stop limit and OCO to help you minimize your loss and all that. So you let's just say you want to buy 49. You put your price 49,500. And then you put in the amount you want to do in 100%, and then you click buy. As you do this now, you should automatically set you come to your sell target. You've bought, so you come to your sell target, to your sell, and you want to take profit at 51,800. So you adjust your sell target to 51,800. You can set multiple sell targets. So just if your first target wants to be 51,800, and you say that 50% should sell off at 51,800, and then you come back and set another one at 52,500. So another one is 52,500, and then you click 100%. Set everything anyone should now sell off. But now, in this limit now, in this space now, in order to put both your take profit target and your stop loss, what you should do is that you should use OCO. Now under OCO, you've bought already, so you bought, and what you want to do is now to set your sell. You've already bought, now is to set your sell. And then, so first of setting your sell, now you put the price you want to take profit at here. And then your stop loss, the thing that your stop loss should be 48950. So you can put here 48950 here, 489. Of course, you put your maybe 51,500 as take profit, and then you put 48950 here and 48950 here, and then you have to put 100% total. So when the price goes up, hit 51,500 first, it will take off your profit at 10x margin, 10x using 10x leverage. But then if it drops and gets to 48950, 48950, your trade would close and sell off at a minimized loss for you. So does that make sense? Does that make sense? So so this is how to set your sell and your sell stop loss, set your buy or margin, and set your stop loss on your margin trade on Binance. Like now, if you want to use the other interface, the vertical interface, so it's the same thing. You just, these are your stuff, these are your order types, then your sell. So mostly the OCO is mostly for the it's mostly for selling. Personally, it's mostly for selling. Then this normal borrow repay. Now we're using normal because you have funds in your balance that you want to use to trade. But let's just say, for example, now you want to use lesser funds, you want to use small funds, you want to use more funds, but you have lesser funds. You can borrow. Like when you're buying, you can borrow. So you can say you're borrowing $100,000. You're borrowing $100,000, and then you're borrowing. So what you're saying is you want to use more funds that you have. But one thing about this borrowing is that when you borrow, when you borrow, let's just say you borrow you borrowed, this is the price, sorry, 50,845. You're borrowing at this price, and the quantity you have 10,000 here, $10,000 here, and you borrow. If you're using borrow, for example, the challenge with borrowing is that you're going to repay, you're going to repay the amount. Like when you're on profit, that amount you borrowed will be repaid, and then this time around when you want to sell, you use repay instead. So you repay the amount that you borrowed and then leave your profit. So the other side of this scenario now is that when you repay, when you borrow and the market doesn't go as you want it, you have to manually repay the amount. Manually repay the amount that you borrowed back to the system. So I would advise you just stick with normal. Just work with the amount that you have in your balance, the USDT amount you have in your balance. Remember that first of all you have to transfer funds from your spot wallet to your isolated margin account. For spot wallet to isolated margin account, for you to be able to trade this, either you're transferring USDT, or you're transferring Bitcoin, whichever one you want to trade. So that's that. So if you're transferring BTC, you're trading BTC, using USDT to buy BTC and all that. I don't know what I said now just made sense to you. If it made sense, just simply imputing this as a simple way you do your trade. But this time around, you're using margin to do the trade. Like do your spot trading, but this time around you're using margin to do the trade, in the sense that you're using more leverage. Just trying to say that you want to make more funds, more money with what you have. So if this is confusing, please ask your questions. Thank you.